Black Girl Podcast, episode 43. All right, I'm Scotty Beam.
I'm Safira M.
I'm Alicia P.
I'm Bex. And I'm Gia Peppers.
And we have a guest. Who's in the building?
I mean, some people like to call me the icy girl.
Ew.
It's Saweetie in the building.
Okay.
We usually do like intros, so for people, if you are just living under a rock and you haven't heard the song, because I'm icy, like, then you are in the wrong place. I'm just playing. Keep listening. But this lady is so incredible. She's a up and coming. I wouldn't even say up and coming at this point.
She
out here. So we
Rise.
No, you here.
No, because I mean, we're gonna put some respect on your name. You definitely still working. You still have a long way to go, I think, because your future is gonna be big. But Miss Saweetie is here. She's from Cali. You're from Cali, right? And you went to USC.
Bay Area.
Bay Area. She's a college girl as well. She went to FP. She a Trojan or whatever. And now she's here to bless us with her presence and tell us a little bit about her new music.
Yes.
Her babes. Have
Come
some
on,
real
bless.
black girl conversation. Yes, we're going there. We are going there. But welcome to the podcast. We're so excited to have you.
Girl?
You look good or whatever.
Don't Gia just does a great job. Like, I love my Gia and her intros. It's the best.
Gia got to intro my life.
Right.
I got you.
Everyone's
We gotta
life.
talk about the
Are
rate.
you booking weddings?
Yes.
Oh, look
You
at
did
wedding.
do a
We have
wedding.
to
I
today.
mean, I will say.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, Saweetie,
What's up, girl?
you've had a crazy day, huh? Running around.
It's always crazy in New York.
I know. So you just premiered a single, I hear.
Yes, pissed.
Ooh, tell us
Yes.
about this piss.
Who pissed
Okay,
you the
so
fuck off, sis?
It's funny
Let's
because,
start there.
Like, people guess what it's about. What can y'all guess about the title?
You mad?
It's tight.
You vexed.
You read a shade room. A shade room. comment.
Nah, so it's like I'm asking people why they pissed, because people just be coming at me with like fake news, and you know it might be real, but they'll spin it and like try to like make it negative. So I'm just like, why you pissed?
Why you mad for?
like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Why
came
do you
to the
think,
right
Why
place.
do you think people are pissed though? What are your ideas on why you think people talk about you?
Girl, that's why it's a question.
Right.
Why you pissed?
She needs to know.
You had to reflect on it some. Like, be like, all right, why are you so mad?
You know what? I asked myself that question, but I feel like when you win it just comes with the territory.
That's a fact. We talk about that all the time.
Okay, well, I might as well get my question out of the way since we're already here, right? And I think I'm already, I love hip hop. You love hip hop. I think everybody loves hip hop, but I do want to talk about the video that went viral that allowed people to talk about you crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is Ebro in the Morning video that went viral.
You know that went viral twice.
Twice. I remember.
Yeah, it happened when it first happened, and then I don't know why it went viral again, like last month, but it went viral again. So I was just like, had to relive it, but it was whatever, it happened.
Right. So when we talk about skill set, right, and people who question your skill set, what are your thoughts on it? How does it make you feel? And initially, how did it make you feel? I know it takes time, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll be like, oh, fuck it, I'll brush it off my shoulder. But did you come in with that mentality, or did you have like some feelings about it?
So I didn't know that was gonna happen at all.
Okay.
Only because before I went in there, he had reached out to me on Instagram and congratulated me on Icy Girl.
Okay.
So I didn't know that's what the energy was gonna be. However,
Sis, I had to,
This is Black Girl Podcast. You can do that.
but however, one thing that I did love, I love honesty.
Right.
Okay.
Just what I didn't like about it, it just brought a whole bunch of negative attention to me.
Okay.
But you feel me? Like, it's the rap game. Ain't nothing pretty about it. So, that's one of the big, like, major media moments I had that kind of put me in a different light that I'm normally in. But I had to roll with it.
Right.
I commend you on doing that. That's not easy. For you not to be prepared, one, for you to have something prepared, two, and for you to take that criticism, I commend you. A lot of people can do that. And
you.
I can only imagine what it felt like in the room, lights, cameras, other people watching through the window. So
Right. And it's
honestly, commend you on
that.
that.
It's the home of hip hop, right?
Right.
As
Right.
people call it,
Yeah.
because we all came from Hot 97, all of us.
Yeah.
So, when I saw the video, I really think there's a heavy hand on women in hip hop, period. I think you got to be lyrical all the fucking time if you want to be a a woman in hip hop, period. But I don't really feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like, people just like men. There should be women in there who just want to do their own fucking thing and have their own agenda. So I do I commend you. I like you. I like your project.
Thank you.
I just wanted to talk about skill set because I know it's hard to fix that, Gia. I know it's hard to have moments where people question you on your skill set, and especially something that you work so hard for. How long have you been rapping?
So it's cool. I've been rapping since I was 14. So I've been writing, and I was originally writing poetry at first, but that's how I transitioned into hip hop. So like I've been studying the game for like a while, and I know like stuff like that happens. And I'm from the Bay, so like if you out there, people always are honest with you. Like we don't sugarcoat anything.
Y'all are really, really different from people in LA. I will say that.
Yeah.
I really love the Bay. The first time I went to the Bay, shout out to Kamaya.
I love.
Shout out to Kamaya.
Hey,
So we went out there to check out Kamaya and her set, and her shit was fire. I loved it. But the people in the Bay are incredible. They're really, really down to earth.
Yeah,
And I
completely
didn't
different.
expect that from Cali people as a whole, period. This is my first time in the Bay. So I was like, oh God, here to come with the superficial shit. I gotta sit here with the who are you people, what do you do people. Nah, they just they went on vibe. They went on how cool you were, who you were cool with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's if you cool, we cool.
Yeah, definitely. That's all day.
And I see that with you too. You're really cool, really chill.
I was about to say, very chill. Bay, people in the Bay, everybody that I know from the Bay are very super chill. And that could get mixed up with like, and I saw a lot of people, when I was looking through your interviews, they were saying like bored and boring or quiet or whatever. And I'm like, no, if you know so people from the Bay, it's super just lax.
Yeah, we chill until some Mac Dre come on.
Right.
Then I saw that shit in real life.
Right.
Yeah. Like,
it's the whole movement.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I think they do that, Alicia, because they expect you to be a certain type of way. You have to be this neck rolling, I'm here, loud, saying shit just to get a title, you know what I'm saying, a blog title. And I don't think that's what it is with you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Like, I never feel like I had to put on a persona. So, I mean, like, people who don't know me could say I'm boring. But if you know me,
come on,
you know I like to have a good time.
Drinking Tennessee right now, with lollipops, with blow pops.
This came in and opened the Henny. Nah, let me
Right. She did a whole shot before this.
Right.
That's not a lie.
She was ready. No, I really like that in a lot of the things that we've been seeing since you've come out or whatever. I really like that you've been pushing. You're educated and you went to college.
Yes.
It's a breath of fresh air. Deani went to college as well.
What'd you major in?
She went to college.
This is why she doing this.
I didn't have time for
Aggravating.
Yes.
I dropped out, so everybody.
She went.
You know what I'm saying?
I dropped out too, sis.
This is some college. When you apply someplace, you can put some college.
Why are you
That's a fact.
toward
That's a fact.
Why are you sending it to me?
It's some college.
No,
I'm sorry.
This is a fact.
Everybody, but you know what?
Here we go.
Let her speak.
Hold on, sis. But I respect that and I love that. And I tell people, even if you don't want to like graduate or if you feel like it's not for you, go experience it. Because in education,
Which that ass did.
you know what? Education ain't for everybody. You know, if I was given an opportunity to rap before I graduated, I don't know what may have happened. I was just doing it because it's good to be proactive in the meantime, in between time.
Right. That's what I wanted to get into
time,
because
Exactly.
you were talking about I think it was Lip Service I saw. You were talking about how you was about to have a hospital job. You had 3
I saw that
hospital
too.
like
Girl,
offers.
I had 3 offers that was gonna pay me good money, girl.
And you was like, fuck that.
It didn't feel right in my soul. It didn't feel right. Girl, 40 plus hours a week.
Wow.
I wasn't have been
And
able to
trade
do
Commend
it.
you on that too, because it's not easy to turn down money right away. You have to have that vision to know that that yearly salary could potentially be a monthly. So shout out to you for seeing that. No, it's a fact though.
Tweet that.
Is it not a fact?
With the income and the
Come
words.
on,
No, but
ready.
I wanted to
ready.
I wanted
ready.
to dig a little deeper into that period in your life. Like,
Come on, Oprah.
thank you.
I had girl.
Thank you guys. No, I just want to dig a little deeper just to find out like how exactly you felt, because on the podcast we talk a lot about taking leaps, and a lot of us have experienced quitting or not I wouldn't say quitting.
Changing
a lot
paths.
of us, have experienced changing paths and going in different directions for our true purpose. So, like, if you could just shed light a little bit on that.
Girl, so like honestly, I wanted to like give up music so many times, only because music is black and white. Either you're getting paid for your passion or you're not. So, but every time I would sit with myself, everything led back to music. So I was like, I need to go 100%, and I gave myself a year. I was like, I was already a year out of college, and I was like, all right, you got another year, and if you don't make it, then you got to go back home. And I love the Bay. I love y'all so much, but it's just like all the work's in LA, and I love to work. So I was like, please, God, just because I like to pray a lot. You feel me? Like when you
Come on, pray.
down and out, girl, you be need to talk to God sometimes.
With the Henny, too.
I was about to say, can we take a shot to that? I was about to say, can we shot to that?
No, for real. That's the
Drop
only thing I can't
It's a
be
wine.
done. Exactly.
Wait.
Wine.
He turned water to wine.
It wasn't cognac, but
It wasn't cognac.
It's the same thing.
Sorry, he turned it into cognac years later. Go ahead, sweetie.
continue. Sorry.
Y'all
After
are
party.
so much for me. No, but sometimes you just need that conversation to give yourself faith.
Yeah, no.
like
Even you moving out of your comfort zone from your hometown to another city, even though it's still in the same state, that is a leap of faith as well. You've been leaping left and right, sis.
I'm a leaper, bro.
That's powerful, and you should really. Well, I'm sure you do, but that's your story and your message that a lot of us need to hear. I talk about that all the time. How I get stuck at home and just not being able to move. So hearing that is inspiring is really important. Super. When we talk about this all the time. We talk about it all the time. So you went to school, USC, for communications.
And
What
business.
was your focus in communication?
Business.
Oh, business and business. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your position going to be at the hospital? Just curious.
I'm billing specialist.
Okay.
Girl, you know I had to
Girl,
put a
that's
couple things on my resume.
Don't we all lie on your resume, okay?
Okay.
Hello, if anybody knows that.
Let me tell you one thing.
And if you're not doing it, please.
You act like you Google
Live
that
one
shit.
time on
YouTube
your
it.
resume.
Do
Just
something.
live.
Probably how I got hired at
I'm like, oh, what they do? Okay.
I think I could learn that when I get in.
You really just
They're
using
like,
Excel.
no,
You could be
no.
like proficient in Excel,
No.
Microsoft
They
Office,
gonna
and
train
all.
you regardless.
They what?
Adobe
They
Creative
gonna train you
Suite.
regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
It's an onboard
They're gonna
process.
train you, and also
Yeah.
Google Works.
Yo,
Google
that's-
Works. You can find out how and what the description is.
Completely opposite of who you are today. What do you think
great.
if you were in that position today? What do you think yourself then would like see? Like, would you be regretful of that? Would
I'd
you
be
feel?
so regretful.
Yeah.
So regretful. Only because, like, I'm a part of that wave where we build ourselves up from social media. And it's dope to see other women, even men,
Yeah.
do that. So I'm just like, dang, if I would have stuck with it, I probably would be thinking that, like, I probably could have made it. And that probably would bug me.
Damn.
The what ifs.
That's real
Yeah.
shit.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's
but
real
you're
shit.
one of the few rappers who actually stayed in school and finished. Because I hear all the time, oh, I'm gonna drop out because this is my dream. I gotta let it go. I gotta do this. I gotta pursue my dream. I gotta pursue. So while you had this dream in school, how did you push yourself to finish?
Now, one thing that just made me proud is that I went to the #1 communication school in the country.
You sure did, sis.
I wanted to go there.
Was a good school.
Yeah, I wanted to go there.
Girl, no, I'm serious. So it was like I had pride. I'm like, yeah, if
Oh.
I graduate, I can say that.
Yeah. On your song Focus, you talk about it, right? Yeah.
Oh, girl, look at you.
Yeah.
Oh,
you beat it,
You was ready.
She ready.
No, that was actually one of my favorite songs. Cause I just felt like our group of girls could relate to that. So I was like, oh, this is cute. I like this. Is a bop. This is a bop.
Everything that you have is a goddamn
Bop, right?
She's a Bob queen.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
And that's not
it.
easy to do either. So
I really
figured it out.
appreciate that. Nah,
you
for
figured
real.
out your own technique, your style,
Yes.
I think
and
for
your following.
I was there when I hosted the Envision Fest, and I seen you perform, and you did really well or whatever.
That's what I mean,
And I really loved how that audience was like fairly young, but every girl in there knew the words to your songs. And my favorite part, like there were some moments. like I was like, oh, they shouldn't be cursing and knowing what goes in what. But when they were talking, what goes in what. But when they were talking about the moments where they felt fine and beautiful and confident, I think for anything, your music lets girls be like, you know what, I'm the shit. Right. And I need to realize that, and I need to own that. So is that like your message, or what do you think like the Saweetie message is?
The Saweetie goal and the message is to make women feel good about themselves. Because, you know, especially like for women, younger women, they have a lot of growing pains. And I know this because I was a young woman before. I mean, I'm still young, but you feel me? But it's just like there's moments where I don't feel good and I just need that music to uplift me. So if I feel like I'm making women feel confident, bossed up, like they get into the bag and just inspiring them to hustle, like I feel like that's when my job is complete.
Yeah. So when you write and when you go into the studio, what's your process like? Like take us into like a day of, a studio day for Saweetie.
So I like to write when I'm home, only because when I'm in the studio, I feel so pressured to like just be perfect. But when I'm like have it prepared and like lightweight memorized, I feel like I can go in and just deliver it how I want to. But if I'm in the studio and a beat speaks to my soul, I could immediately just start flowing. And if I'm not freestyling, like I'll like catch a vibe and then just hum the rest. Yeah.
And then is there a song on there about Quavo?
Yeah. She wasted no time. She just flicked that in there, y'all.
She put you on
a song on there about.
Girl, she just leaned into her mic and
Is there a
whispered
song
it
about any of your friends?
So for those who are just getting into new relationships, I think you've jumped into that realm now. You're in a relationship, yes?
Girl,
You in a relationship?
Yes. I see him from time to time.
Okay.
She enjoys his company.
She gave us a little information. Right.
Because it's cold now. And it's cuffing season.
Yes.
But that's not a big thing.
Girl, it's not cold in California.
Is that national, like, cuffing season in Cali? Is that
When
a
it
thing?
gets chilly.
Niggas get cold in Cali, bro. They just get cold at 60. That's
It
it.
gets cold in the Bay. It gets cold in the Bay.
It gets cold. Their cold is our spring.
Is that what they do in New York?
Oh, nigga,
Yeah.
it's time.
Wait,
It's time to get
it's like
man
a-
now.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a
When
thing.
it's cold outside, you always
I'm actually
indoors.
really
You want to
late
be
to
indoors with
the
somebody that you want to be
season.
indoors with. So it's called cuffing
yeah,
season.
November.
So are y'all cuffed up?
Nope.
Yes.
Not yet.
I'm
at
cuffed
all.
up all 4 seasons.
I'm in the Bay with you.
Scotty, why you back away
I'm
from
in
the
the Bay.
mic?
I'm in the Bay, but I'm in the Bay, not cuffed up, just regular.
Hey, Deanna, can you get Scotty? Can you get closer to the mic? There was a question asked.
Yeah. Are you cuffed?
Saweetie asked the question.
Are you actually?
I see him from time to time.
That was clean. I like that, sis.
Nice. That was nice.
Back to my question. So you have, we've seen things, but do you ever feel
Red
like
carpets.
red carpet?
I mean, you don't see him from time to time.
Child,
And
you
you
see
see the
her.
red
She be
carpet.
working now. She be
Girl, I be
working. But
working.
no, I do want to ask you because obviously that's a high profile relationship that you were or dating that you were doing. Does that make you nervous to kind of be like, oh, that's the girl that be with him? Or you're like, I already know my following is popping. Like, I'm just doing this. I'm comfortable doing this.
For one, I know that my following is popping.
That's true. It's true.
So I just want to give a shout out to, my fans because they hold me down. But I just feel like good music gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's all that matters.
Clean answers.
Yes.
Clean
to the point.
Clap it up to her
Her
team.
question.
Good job, Mo.
Clap it up to her team. Come on, team.
Clean.
I have a question. So the goal for Saweetie music is for women to feel confident, to boss up, to feel like boss chicks. But you had mentioned that at one point you weren't as confident as you are now. But you spent a lot of time with yourself to talk
Definitely.
to yourself. So
No, for real.
what was that moment like? And then what was the turning point for you that made you completely like own your confidence?
Honestly, like what I share with women, I was like, where I get my confidence and my self-esteem from is from having no self-esteem at all.
Wow.
Right.
No, for real. Because if you have none, the only thing it's like being at the ground. The only way you can go is up. No, I'm serious.
You gotta drop these gems.
No, for real. And it's just like,
Tweetables.
I was just identifying all my strengths, and I'm like, okay, my passion is rap. I feel like I'm kind of good at this. Let me perfect it and like just start putting stuff out. And that's when I started to get noticed because I noticed that when I wasn't confident, nobody was messing with it. But the moment I started to believe in myself, people felt that and they started believing in me too.
Very true. Translates. Translates.
Right. People believe in you when you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You
gotta do the work first.
No, that is true. Because then when, like, I never understood that until I was that person.
Right.
And I was like, if you, like, half-ass delivering these raps, not even believing in it, okay, well, go back home and write something that you really love.
Right.
So that's what I started to do.
That's dope.
There's I wanted to talk a little bit about what it's like to be, obviously we are all in the entertainment industry and sometimes it can get a little crazy with the fellas. So do you ever have moments where you have to tell them, like, how do you decipher who's here for business and who wants to, like...
Them DMs look like.
Well, that's a different question. How do you decipher? First, how do you decipher, like, who's in your world for business? And, like, do you ever have to be like, first of all, this ain't that? Like, how do you do that? Because I don't have those problems yet, but
Fortunately, I don't have to deal with that.
I know, right?
that's good.
Because my management is my management and they A1, and they don't ever put me in a position where I feel uncomfortable. But I have, before I was signed and before I had representation, I were in those moments. And girl, it's all in their eyes. Girl, immediately you could just feel that. Yep. And you could just, oh yeah, you wanna come to my studio? Like, it's just like a whole bunch of just.
That's so nasty.
you
That
know?
made me feel nasty. You saying it, so I just
I'm
imagine.
just like, oh no, red flag.
It's so crazy that happens in all arenas of life. Like, it doesn't matter that it's the music industry or the hospital industry. Like, that's going to happen
Literally
to women
wherever.
no matter where.
Yeah.
And I also
Shit is
wanted
nuts.
to ask you about the judgment, because that is a good question, Gia. With taking out men, period, take just friends, right? Meeting new friends in this industry and making friends. Your judgment has to be on a A1 level.
Definitely.
You gotta really figure out who's there for what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How do you navigate? You know what I'm saying? Aside from your management, you as a person, how do you navigate?
For one, like, I don't have a rule of no new friends, but I don't make new friends like that. Like, my girls are my girls, and that's it. Because, like, you just see a lot of shady stuff go behind the scenes, and you just see people not act like who they really are, who they seem to be. And I like to be careful. Like, it's really important to do that. Like, I worked this hard to get here. I'm not about to mess with somebody who's gonna mess this all up.
Right.
So that's like protecting your peace.
Your peace, your energy, and your work.
Yep.
I'm big on that. I love that.
That's important.
Yes, because, you know, in industries, period, I don't care what industry it is, it's like once you're on top, you know you're on top because there are people trying to get through that door and trying to shake your hand when they wouldn't have shook your hand at all.
Girl, oh my goodness. No, I think it's so funny when I have reached out to people who I've been wanting to work with.
Isn't that the best feeling though? That
It
you
is,
now
but
that
it's
you
just like, nah.
Back
Like,
then
I'm
they
not
didn't
even
want me.
interested. 'Cause I
Right.
like to work with people who are passionate about me. For example, do y'all know who London on the Track is?
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to him. I love him so much. He's like my brother. But he reached out to me before Icy Girl even popped off and was like, I believe in your movement. Hit me when you got time, so let's work.
Right.
And he's always just been so sincere. I like to work with people who just genuinely want to work. Because, like, the money, the publicity, that's cool, but we're not going to make something dope off of that. We're going to make something dope off of what's genuine.
Right.
So that's
genuine
what I like
is
to do.
really hard to come by, and intent behind
Yes.
is so. It's I can. My little 4,000 followers, when people hit me and they like when they come to me, no,
That's
I'm
not
serious.
little. That's not little.
No, listen,
Yeah.
and
Girl,
Stop.
because when I hit that 4K,
you will not Scotty B.
yeah,
People still struggling at 200.
Right, you're right. I'm on my 4.
On your
my
4K, boo.
Put that K behind
be
that.
proud.
You
You
love
love
them, all right?
Tell some respect on that K,
I
girl.
love them.
4K,
I
that you
do.
love 'em.
That's
But
the
I do. I
200
will
followers.
say, shut up. I remember them days. I remember
Somebody's
them days.
auntie.
Some of our
No,
listeners
but-
might have 200 followers,
That's
Ruth,
okay, too.
And that's
that is
fine.
great.
That's
That's
okay
fine.
too.
That's
Build
We gonna be
your
better.
following.
We gonna be better.
They all
Totally
love
fine.
you. Go
We're
ahead.
digressing.
Somebody's
Let's get
there.
back. Let's get back.
Whoever has how many followers, they all love you.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many you have. They love you.
The intent sometimes though, when approached, you just like, you're like, what? Why are you reaching out to me? Is it genuine? So I can imagine on a grander scale what that would feel like. Intent is so important in any realm of work or situation that you're in, and it gets weary sometimes. Sometimes you don't know, and people may come to you genuinely, and you're still like, you still have a wall barrier because there are other people who don't bring that to you. So that's hard.
So crazy.
How do you feel to that?
I never understood the quote, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Because how I work, I like to work off of references. So if nobody from my team knows you, I'm not working with you. Yeah. And I never, I never understood that. And ATL taught me that. So, shout out to them.
That's a good way to look at
No,
it.
for real. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like, but I do want to experiment with some up and comers because, you got to show them love too and give them their break. But I literally don't work with nobody who my team don't know.
Who gets you in the door. What keeps you there.
Right.
So
Hello.
I
know. It's cool though. You used at the right time, sis.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You have to learn, who is in your industry. Not saying dick ride, not saying be a groupie, not saying any of those things, but I'm also saying it's good to know people.
Right.
And be genuine with people and passionate about what you do. If you're not passionate about what you do, people will see through that. So people don't follow people, you know what I'm saying? That's with followers, 4K, it don't matter. They know that you're genuine about your shit. So that's why they follow you. That's why
that's
they
true.
follow Saweetie, because they know, you know what I'm saying? She gets to it. She's serious. Her mantra is going to stay her mantra. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really important to know people. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Genuinely, please.
Yes.
You
Please.
have such a wise vision about you. Where do you get that from? Because you're still very young. But 25 isn't very young, but you're younger than most of us. But
all of us.
Oh,
I didn't peep that.
25.
You have a wise vision. So who do you credit the ability to think the way you think right now?
Myself.
Come on, self.
No, I'm just playing. No, I'm not playing. But no, but when I wanted to, so I'm 25. You shared my age, girl.
Cut that out.
Cool.
Girl, it's on Wikipedia.
No, but from
True.
hurt you. No, but okay. Imagine 14 to 25. That's 11. That's 11 years, right? So I had that much time to think to myself, and I had that much time to see other stars break. I had that much time to go look at other artists drop their gems. So I'm an interview biography reader. So I wouldn't say it's from me. It's from other artists' bios who I respect, and I'm like, dang, okay. They learned from this worked for them, maybe it'll work for me.
But you did the studying. You're just saying you did the studying.
Yeah, girl.
That was
Oh
what
my
artists'
gosh.
bios do you respect?
One that just specifically stands out to me, I think it's because his song played it in the car, but was Big Sean. He was so hungry, and girl, when he came out, it's my last going with Chris Brown, it just resonated so much with me, and I was like, I was going to San Diego State at the time because I transferred to USC. And I was like, damn, I want to be in LA. I want to be in the hills. I want my song to be playing. So I got to put in the work just like him. And I read his bio, and he was so hungry. He went up to the radio station and freestyled for Kanye. So I read things like this, and I'm like, okay, what can I do? So that's when I went to social media. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I did. So I like to give, all the props to the artists who came before me because they have let me know what they've done, even though it wasn't personal. Right. Girl, I be on YouTube researching. I'm a student, That's what USC taught me.
Yeah.
Look it up and find out what you need to know.
Right. They didn't teach you shit. They taught you that.
Exactly.
So I think right now, though, it's time to play a game that Rebecca came up with that I think we will all have a good time with. So you need to pray. Everybody needs to pray because everybody has to pick.
Across real quick.
It's called Fuck, Marry, Kill. Right.
Sorry, sweetie.
Sis, drink the cup now. Drink everything in the cup now.
Sip it slow. Lord. We're going to pray for everybody involved.
Who should we start with?
I think
Saphira.
Saphira or Gia.
Gia don't know nobody on her list.
That's why we should start with her.
Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Who's on the list?
That's why we should start with her.
Marry, Kill. It's
So
Fuck,
the
Marry,
list.
Kill.
Gia looks so
Get out of
concerned.
here. Wait, hold on.
You get
Gia's concerned.
Yeah, please read this.
Sweetie is sweating.
I think I'm going to have to step outside the room.
She step out, she's not coming back.
We were trying to leave.
About to say,
step out and not come back.
sis is not coming back if we let her step out the room.
All right, Gia, your list. Fuck, marry, kill.
Look at Gia trying to look at it.
Sterling K. Brown, Beyonce, Oprah. Listen, those are your top three.
First of all, I hate you.
Okay.
I know if you're gonna.
Dang, look like you about to be lesbian today.
No, I'm marrying Sterling. That's
But you still gotta fuck up
the love of my life.
You would fuck her for Oprah or Beyonce?
That's
What about Beyonce?
Sterling had to go.
Let her answer the question. God.
No. Okay. Okay.
hard.
First of all, I
Got
really
her
hate you.
stressed.
Okay. All right. So I marry Oprah because Stedman is living the life.
This is a fact.
Hello.
This is a fact.
Oh dang! I really don't want to kill Sterling, but I have to.
You have to go.
You're gonna kill Sterling over
Don't you
Beyonce?
guilt me
I'm
into
sorry.
this.
You're right. I didn't mean
Fuck
to.
He
Beyonce.
has to end.
That's right, because you can sign a non-disclosure.
That's right, and no one would know. Sterling, I love you. They made me do this. I would never kill you.
You should read Sephiroth.
You better not have changed to nothing stupid.
Where is she?
Oh, so you had a preview?
Yeah.
Wow.
But she
Wow.
didn't change it. It was
Wow.
stupid. Though. It's
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
All right now. You ready, sis?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I can't even. Malcolm X.
Wow.
Excuse me. Nas. Omari Hardwick.
This is hard.
Those are
Okay.
great.
okay.
Sexy ass black ass men though.
Ooh, girl.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I can rock your jaw. Go ahead.
She's really ready. Scotty's really
I'm
ready.
going to fuck Malcolm X because he was a fine red thing.
Wow.
Yes, he was.
He be
Red
schooling you
team.
through the whole
Red
thing.
team.
Red.
Be good.
Schooling you
And
through the whole thing, sis.
he was about us. Can't think of anything
fine.
else right
Malcolm
now. He's
X
fine,
is
right?
Fine.
I guess I'll marry Nas. And then I'll kill Murray Harder because I ain't like that last episode that he was on with Ghost on Power. Because he got on my nerve. Do you watch Power, sweetie?
Yes.
Did you see that last episode?
I haven't yet.
Girl.
You never see.
I need to catch. Girl, I've been booked on.
When you see it, you gonna want to kill him too.
He been
But
busy.
blessed.
Everybody knows what happened at the end.
No, she
I
does
She doesn't. Don't say anything.
not. Relax.
I don't.
But when you see it,
Okay.
you're gonna be
I'll call
like,
you.
that's
I'll
why
call you.
Saphira wanted to kill him because he. So that's it.
All right, before we go on, why did mine have to be women and everyone else have to be men?
That's what
Men
you
that we
love
put
the
on.
most. Like, so you love the most.
Kill all of you.
It's okay. It's okay.
No,
It's
don't
okay.
kill us. You want to do Scotty Blem?
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to read it off?
I will do the honors. Where's that? Oh. Okay, you have J. Cole, Black Thought. I hate you. This ain't me. And Pusha T. That's a hell of a list.
We're gonna
Big
veins pop.
story.
This is
Best.
great. This is great.
I like these rappers, guys. Not like that. So please, I'm just a fan. Okay? So let's just say that. I'm marrying J. Cole. I offer it. That's that.
That's really safe.
Really?
That's
nice.
well, everybody,
That's how.
Go ahead, sis.
Pusha T gotta die.
Oh,
What?
wait.
He gotta go.
Okay.
Why would I kill the lyricist of all lyricists? What
Okay.
kind of person am I? So
Okay.
I would have sex with him just so that he can, like, sing me poetry and stuff.
You're
During
so
sex?
fucking
Come on,
eggy.
man.
At the end, he probably would say something really, like, eloquent about me, like, after, or say something about my
Yo,
body.
ma, dig your curves.
Yo, but it would be like a whole sonnet. So I would want a sonnet after sex.
A song.
A sonnet.
I don't know about a song. I want a sonnet.
You know,
Sonnet will be in the song.
Sonnet. Okay.
I really can't be bothered with a sonnet.
But Pusha T, I love you. Great rapper, amazing rapper, but he would have to go
On
Like,
this list of
in
three.
that list.
On this
in that
list
list.
of three.
Everybody knows I'm a super J. Cole stan. I'm a stan. I've been
All
one.
right,
You
me
want
too.
to? Cole fan stan.
Whole world knows snake.
Hello,
I
Dream
saw the
Villain.
video of you rapping to him
Girl.
in front of his tour bus.
Waited outside of his tour bus.
Jesus, you must have been like, what was that
That's
feeling like?
I was so anxious to rap for him. I was like, J. Cole, can I rap for you?
Yo,
What do you say?
again,
What
but shout out to you for
Yeah.
even saying that.
When was this?
Girl, I was 19.
God bless your
And
heart,
then what did you
sis.
say back?
I
Tell
was
me.
like, go
let's
ahead.
go.
And I was like, I'm gonna be on the top with you one day. He was like, all right, come on.
Yeah. And here we are.
Here we are,
Have you
ladies.
seen him since and been like,
No.
I rapped for you?
I can't wait, and I'm gonna show him the video because it's on YouTube.
That's so
And that's why
fire.
we're marrying J. Cole. So,
Deani made him smile. And
I mean,
you
he
rapped
did.
him.
He talked.
Look at
talked for
40 God.
minutes, an hour.
Where was you at?
At the Rolling Loud Festival.
When?
Yes, this year. I'll tell you that later.
Y'all lucky.
Hurt my soul.
Oh my God. here. We talked about meditation. We talked about life.
All right.
Huh? Don't do that. Now, ready, sweetie?
No.
Your turn.
She
All
said,
right.
no, she's not. That's just, wait a minute.
Fuck, marry, kill.
God, the drama.
She probably know who.
Quavo.
So annoying.
Jesus, why y'all do that to her?
Keith Powers.
Oh Lord.
No. Hold on. No.
Yo! Y'all trying to set me up!
I know.
Wait, that's the third.
No.
Hold
No,
on.
don't even say the third.
She's scared.
Get him, D.
Justin Combs.
Jesus Christmas.
Justin Combs?
Lord, she ain't never
Close the
coming
door,
back.
y'all. Lock the door. Lock the door.
Somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta go. Somebody gotta get the boot.
Why don't you say it one more time for us in the back?
Justin Combs. Keith Powers. He's really cute.
So fine.
Yeah. Quavo.
What made y'all pick these people?
I don't know. This is Rebecca. Sorry.
Vex?
Random selections.
Random.
She work with.
Right.
So random.
Also, popular kids nowadays.
That's a lot of
This is
popular
true.
people.
It's three strong
It was a
ones.
new edition.
Don't prolong this conversation. Fix the
That
thing.
was good.
That was good.
So what?
Go ahead.
Yeah. You got us.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
It's on you.
I'm scared.
The look and everything.
Look at her face though.
Let her answer.
so
Let her
sorry.
think, guys.
So
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Give her a second. Yo,
So y'all know how little kids be squinting when they get in trouble? Oh no, Mom.
I can't. Wait. Can you? I
Would you
forgot.
say that again? You want me to read it again?
come on.
You want me to read it again?
She said
Or you
yes.
got it? You got it.
Wait. I think I'm legally deaf.
Legally deaf.
Barely.
Legally. Barely.
Oh, man.
Oh, Lord, this is hot.
That's a tough one.
Okay, so
We all did it. You gotta do it.
I didn't do mine yet.
Oh shit. Alicia, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. She's
why don't we give you? Let you go and I'm a marinate.
you gotta.
I'm a marinate.
You gotta promise you gonna go though.
I'm a.
She
You
good,
gotta
y'all.
promise.
She's very
Pinky
good.
promise.
Pinky promise.
You pinky promise? All right, all right.
Nobody goes back on their picking promises, period.
Yeah, because
That's
then we
against
can't
the
ever
law.
be
I
friends
got you,
ever
boo-boo.
again.
Okay.
She
Alicia.
can't have
Oh
it.
no, Rebecca, you want to read
Rebecca
this?
too.
Or
Okay,
Gia.
all right.
haven't read one.
Okay, perfect. Please. 'Cause I was like,
Where is it?
Rebecca and her script.
Talking to Mike.
And where's
Writing.
yours?
Talking to Mike.
I'm in the bottom right.
Oh,
Rebecca
okay.
probably gonna make that shit up off the top.
I know. She can be like me, and
me and
Anthony.
me.
Okay. Okay. Wait, who's this?
This, and this.
Okay. Fuck, Barry, kill. Ready?
I hate it.
Idris Elba.
Jesus.
What?
You can't take mine. You can't.
Diddy. Will Smith.
So, I am giving Idris the Haitian business.
Oh.
I am
know,
fucking
girl.
him. Yes.
I ain't mad at that.
Yes. I am. This makes me sad.
Wow. That's
But
crazy.
recent. I know.
I'm getting my wild ass crazies together.
I'm gonna have to marry the shit out of Will Smith.
And Bella.
I don't want to get rid of Diddy because I love me some Diddy and he a dancing ass nigga and I love that. But Will Smith is funny and he's just
He's
just
tall and he
ain't
just,
tall and light skinned and he
And I
built.
want to be a Smith.
Yeah, he's just perfect. He's literally
He's just
the,
adorable.
Will Smith now. I'm marrying Will Smith today.
Yeah,
50-year-old
yeah.
Will Smith.
Well, Jada
Yes.
wouldn't leave, so just be ready for whatever that is.
Whatever
Yes.
will happen.
Insert
Well,
yourself
yeah.
into that.
That's an ill come up because
Yeah.
she not leaving, but you could just slide on in.
I don't know. So, should we getting back to you?
It's
we gonna,
Rebecca's time.
oh, we gonna do the rest?
You hit on it. I hope you got an answer.
So,
Wait.
we gonna be here all night.
Easy.
So,
Simple.
Bex,
What's up?
fuck, marry, kill.
Change it. Change something in there. Change it because she already got her answer.
I know, this is a
I
fact.
don't.
Mahershala Ali,
Jesus, man. That man
Lakeith
right
Stanfield, Anthony.
Her actual boyfriend.
Her actual
I would
boyfriend.
marry Anthony.
Oh,
Go ahead,
duh.
sis.
Look at you blushing all hard.
I would.
I know one thing. You're not about to kill my man.
No, I'm gonna kill him. So if I can't have him, ain't nobody gonna have him. So I'm killing Mahershala Ali, and I'm fucking Lakeith Stanfield.
You're crazy.
I don't know what that crazy. I don't know what that crazy feel like. That is different.
Whoa.
She's like, stop this. Now.
Crazy's different.
His crazy is different. He looked like he would try some crazy things. Crazy things. Yeah.
That's a fact. Y'all gonna be floating in somebody's
And
fucking
dancing
bedroom.
He got moves.
Barefoot, walking on the ceiling barefoot or some shit.
All right, well.
Back to Saweetie.
Back to it.
Would you like us to read one more time, or do you have it?
She got it. I remember.
Look, she's not with it.
Sorry.
She's not with it.
No. So after further review,
Okay.
I think we have to disclude Mr. Keith Powers because he's committed right now.
Okay, that's fair.
Cute cleanup. That's a real cute cleanup.
So he's killed.
So he's killed.
Killed.
Y'all said it.
Okay. All right. Next.
Wait, but we discluded him, right?
No, he's killed.
We killed.
Wait, why
He's
y'all gotta
in
do
the
that?
kill, right
Because
there.
Will Smith is married.
But I don't want him killed.
Well,
Okay, so we won't kill him. So he's just out.
No, we can't take
He's
people
out,
out because if
yeah.
that's
Okay,
the
never
case,
mind.
we do
I
mine.
I
This
tried.
is the game.
I tried.
This is the game.
These are
Tried to
cards
give you
that
the alley,
dealt.
sis.
Listen,
Wait, what?
figuratively, dead. He's out.
What?
Not physically. Just gone from your mind. Killed him in your mind.
Answer.
Because he's
Now,
committed. That's
now
it.
we got fucking marry. Fuck and marry.
Who y'all think I should choose?
No,
That's real.
No, we're not gonna do is toss it.
Why you
We're not
fucking
gonna
with
do
me?
it.
Sis.
Did we talk? Did anybody here toss this?
Listen, we didn't toss nothing.
You are so mischievous.
Right.
If you don't back up out of her space.
Hold on, had to put this on.
That damn lollipop.
Somebody take that blow for her.
Now I'm here. Got one nigga here now.
I'm trying to throw you the alley, sis. It's not working.
Okay.
We gonna wait. We here. We here all night.
Such an authority
from
figure
here
right now.
We live here.
You ain't got a flight to
We
catch.
good. We got no flights to catch. We good.
You ain't got a date tonight?
Nah, I got dick later on. So let's go.
Okay, sis.
Whoa. This is wild, bro.
Damn. Wow, this is crazy.
It's easy.
Is it like a marriage?
It's a marriage. You could get it annulled.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do a 72-day. Like,
I mean, I'm
You
really
could do
not
a
That
backstory
is,
to that.
that is true.
I'm not really gonna marry J. Cole.
and I'm not really going to marry Oprah.
Or fuck Beyonce. Got it.
You guys suck because all y'all have men. For real, there are men I love. What is this, Beth?
That's why we did it. Where?
Yo, the chomping on the gum is A1. A1.
All right, that helped.
All right, y'all. So,
Here we go. We do a Las Vegas wedding.
a Las Vegas wedding.
Like 24 hours, you know you're getting it annulled.
2 minutes.
Okay, well, I would do my thug thizzle with Mr. Cho. And then, you feel me? Whatever's the rest is the rest.
Okay, look, that's
All
what we
right,
got.
now that's clean.
What we got.
That was
like
clean. That was clean.
I like it.
That was clean. I'll take that.
What?
Do what you do. Okay.
What? What?
So just to be clear,
No,
no, I knew she's not.
I'll take it.
What?
Take
bruh.
up Thizzle with Mr.
Ciao.
Cho.
What?
So
Honcho.
okay. I wanted to make sure we were there.
Okay.
No, we're here. We've
No,
arrived.
I got it, but
Okay.
I was
I wanted to
there.
make sure we were all.
I was there.
Because I don't think a lot of
Like
people know.
thug thizzle.
Which thug thizzle did
Right.
we meet?
Because there's a thug thizzle we do in the bed, and there's a thug thizzle we'll do at the
At the
altar.
altar and down the
So,
aisle.
what we doing? Where are we
That was
at?
cute how she did it.
You
are
I
you
said
have seen
give
taught you
her
a
a
lot.
She's very good.
Shout out to you for doing and playing and being a good
We'll take
sport.
it.
I love it.
It's like art.
Your
You walk
edges
away
are still
with what
laid.
you
You
want to
didn't
walk
sweat
away.
it off. It's
right.
fine. You good. You survived.
We're gonna let you rock.
That was intense.
We're gonna let you rock.
So that is that we're sorry we made you sweat. I'm sure it was the most difficult
Y'all,
question.
I'm not sweating. I got Laura Mercier powder on right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sweating.
Not breaking the crack.
Before we go, is there anything else that you want to say to your fans? Tell us like what's coming up. Obviously, Pissed is out. Before we go, we had to let you go because you're so booked. So, what do you want to do?
I had a lot of fun with y'all.
Yay, we didn't want you to leave so soon, but you're busy.
Where y'all been at?
In here.
I mean, in Brooklyn.
Tell the world.
Yeah.
So wait, do they know the backstory of y'all?
Ooh, no.
How y'all come together?
Oh, we didn't tell you about us. We
Yeah.
didn't. So we all worked at Hot 97. Just a quick story, because worked at Hot 97. Safira was talking about a relationship to, I think, all of us, and we were just kind of talking about it. And then Ebro came out the room and was like, "This is what a Black Girl podcast would look like." And everybody's lights were like, "Ping, ping, 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 ping."
Ping, ping.
And this one right here was like, "We have to record. We have to." Safira, thank you, thank you.
Credit.
Yes. Safira was like, "We should really record. Let's really try it." And we tried it. We liked it. And then here we are with you today.
In the middle of a work day.
In the middle of a
43
work day.
episodes, 1.5 million downloads later.
Yeah.
Saweetie on the
1.5.
podcast.
Yeah.
What? I am honored.
Yes. And we don't do a lot of guests. So
We don't.
Yeah,
You're
that's
number
third
4.
guest.
Go fourth.
What
We
show
had-
is this? I mean,
Fourth
what
guest.
number show is this?
43. We started
43 in the building. Hey!
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
We are so proud of you, and as a collective, we are super supportive of other Black women who are doing their thing and
Thank you.
actually like fighting to stay in this game.
Uh-huh.
So you have our support. Like whatever BGP got you. So
Thank
continue to
you.
rise. We love you. We're so proud of you.
Sweetie loves BGV.
Hey,
baby.
a drop like that. That's crazy. All right, perfect.
Y'all. Thank you. Hey, what's up? It's Saweetie, and I'm chilling with my babies at Black Girl Podcast. Tap in.